Hey, it's Jeremy from the Devil Wears Prada, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I would like to welcome you to our interview with Jeremy from the Devil Wears Prada.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome, how are you?
Good, very good. A little chilly.
It's a little chilly in Toronto, but...
Yeah, I'm from Chicago, so we're kind of used to it.
Yeah.
But
I just want to say welcome to Toronto. We're very excited to be doing this today.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure. So I want to kick things off by diving right into Transit Blues' latest record release. How's it feel to finally unleash this? Because I know how much work went into this album for you guys.
Yeah, it's insane, actually. So we finished up the record at the end of May, so just kind of been cranking on it since then. It feels amazing. The response has been really good, which is cool, because it's one of those things where you don't really have control over whether people like it or not. So you just, you work really hard, you put all your energy into it, and then it's kind of up to the fan base and stuff whether they like it. So fortunately they do. So I guess we'll stay a band. No, I'm just kidding.
For the first time, you guys were actually living and creating in the same space. So how was that environment? What was that like?
It was awesome. It's you know these people so well. Mike, Andy, and I have been together in the band for 11 years now, and Kyle's been with us for a couple years. John, probably 5-6 years at least. So, but it's just different not creating on your own. Even though a lot of times, a couple of guys are off on their own in a studio area, maybe you're in the bedroom or something like that, but still just to be able to bounce stuff out and put them on drives and show cell phone audio and like, hey, let's make this. And so it's really cool.
How long were you in that creative space together for?
We had two of them a couple weeks each time. One was in Sawyer, Michigan, and one was in Watertown, Wisconsin. So a couple weeks each time, so it was great.
I imagine when you're in a space with people you know so well, it can sometimes get a little stir crazy, especially working on the same stuff all the time. Did you have any moments like that, some more loopier times?
Yeah, frustration sets in and stuff, and especially we're very, very democratic and communistic kind of in nature of everyone contributes now and everyone kind of has a vote on things and ideas and kind of come together, and it's hard when I don't mean to sound douchey by saying this, but if you have a bunch of talented dudes together that are talented in their own right, and each of the guys could probably write their own songs and do their own thing. It's sometimes hard when you're I really have a vision for this and somebody else has a different one, but you kind of trust them at that point and just let their stuff go through too.
I know that literature and fiction were pretty big influences on this release. So for you, have you read anything or seen anything cool lately?
Man, Mike is the big avid reader, so he's super lyrically driven by that, especially on the last couple of releases. He's always been a big reader, but I think he's drawn more on that, and his own writing outside the band has kind of given him a lot of creative outlets to be able to just do what he wants. We've kind of had that mentality where it's just because we're a metal band, we don't have to sing about blood, corpses, and everything like that. So, and I don't know, him and my wife are always trading reading lists
materials
between each
That's
other.
awesome.
Yeah, because she's a big reader too. So I've only been doing some fantasy novels as of late. So
I think part of this album relates to how touring can really take a toll on you, and you guys have obviously played your fair share of shows.
A few.
Just a couple. So tell me about that.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. We have friends and family friends and stuff. They'll talk about, oh yeah, I can't stand it when he goes out of town for a weekend or something. I'm my wife just kind of really? Because, it's just, it really is a big sacrifice. It's nothing like a military service or anything, but it's hard to be away, and not just from your family and your friends, but from a normal life. This is very abnormal. And so for all the fun that it is, it can be very draining. And, we were 18 when we started. I'm 28 now, so it's my life is just very different, but yet this thing is the same. So we love it. It's all we know, really, but it's hard sometimes. Some of the guys have kids and stuff, and it's hard to be away from that,
I think I even saw a dog come out of the bus.
Oh, yeah, that's Mike's dog. He has two little Cairn Terriers, so that's one of them, and the other one is staying with our bass player's wife right now. So
I saw him walking. I'm they actually have dogs on the
bus. Oh, yeah, we
amazing.
need it.
It's just the atmosphere.
Oh,
just
yeah,
brings everything
makes
up.
it feel at home, very metal.
Something else that must be pretty draining for you guys is, I imagine, after a set, because the energy you put into your concerts is just immense. So how do you get riled up or kind of pumped prior to being on stage? Or is it just feeding off the crowd the whole time? What's kind of your advice for that?
It's kind of both. Like, we have always had kind of a punk ethos of just going out there and doing it. And Mike is just kind of a crazy person. Like, he's a very different person on stage. So it's not like he's like, hey, I'm going to do this and that. He's just kind of goes psychotic, and you kind of have to watch out for him. So I guess we just feed off that a little bit, and he's kind of doing his own thing while we're trying to hold down the musical section of it. And I think, I don't know, it's just always worked for us, I guess. We just keep doing it. We're not we have a lot of like lighting and video stuff, and a lot of those things have cues, but not really for us. It's not really go to this spot at this spot.
Yeah, it's more spontaneous.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. I just want to do a little quick fire round with you.
Okay, cool.
All right, so the first one is, who was your favorite artist when you were a teenager?
Probably Korn.
What's a must-have on your tour rider?
Oh, tour rider, beer.
What's one of your favorite things to do when not focusing on music?
Beer.
If you could hang with any celebrity or artist for a day, who would it be?
Oh, maybe AJ Green from the Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay. And then if you could jam with any artist that you've yet to, who is it?
Gonna be Cheesy and Paul McCartney, because I've been jamming the Beatles a lot. So
awesome. Can't go wrong with them ever.
No, can't.
And just to wrap everything up today, anything you want to say to all of your fans who will be viewing?
Just a huge thank you. It's mind-blowing to me that after 11 years, anybody still cares what we're doing and coming out to shows and stuff. So it's a huge blessing, and we just keep trying to put out things that are worth listening to. So we'll just keep doing that.
I just want to say congrats on that, and thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. And remember, to everybody viewing, you can visit us at musicblogger.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands.
Cool bracelets.
See you next time.